Hello, everybody. Welcome to my show. Hey, what is going on today? That's right, man. I'm Robert. I am Robert. This is Guitar Journeys. Um, Check it out, man. My wife uh, is a lot smarter than I give her credit for a lot of times. Which I shouldn't do that, but just just the nature of a man, I guess. I don't know, man. Just the nature of being a butthole, okay? That's how guys are sometimes, We all buttholes, anyways. Okay, so here's the deal. My wife said, if you do a live stream, why don't you do it with all this stuff in the background? And like a dumbass or an asshole, I said, no, 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 I don't want to do that. And then I got to thinking about it later, and I said, I do have a lot of stuff over there, and people might want to look at it. So, anyways, yeah, man. All of that stuff on the shelves up there is kind of like the history of my life. Um, I got stuff up there that I had when I was a kid. I got stuff up there that my kids gave me. I got stuff up there that, well, here's kind of something kind of interesting. When I was doing my plumbing business, and I had a handyman service, and then I turned it into like a plumbing business. Okay, excuse me. I used to go into crawl spaces um, to work on different things in crawl spaces of houses, and I found some stuff underneath the houses that I thought was pretty cool. And so whenever I find something that I thought was pretty cool, I'd grab it and I'd save it. All right, check this out. This is pretty cool, man. I found this underneath the house, okay? This is some old McDonald's stuff, man. I don't know if it's got a year on or not. Let's take a look and see. Coast to coast. It says custom built hamburgers, McDonald's. I don't see a date on it. I didn't want to unfold it. This is how I found it. Says, do you folks know you have consumed millions of McDonald's hamburgers? But it doesn't have a date on it. There might be a date like underneath this where you unfold it. But like I said, I didn't want to mess with it because I didn't want it to rip. But, dang it. Excuse me, guys. This is something I found underneath the house. Okay? And I said, man, I'm going to keep that. Now, I don't have like, oh yeah, this here, I found this. I found this underneath the house. And I'm not really for sure what it is, to be honest with you. It's a chicken of some kind. So, well, it says made in China. Ah, guess what, guys? I never noticed this before. I never really looked at it that good. It says KFC on it. Let me see if I can show you the KFC. It says KFC right here on this blue part. You see that? Let's see if I can get it up there close enough where you can see it. KFC. All right, man, that's pretty cool, right? Now, I really doubt if any of this stuff is worth any money. But it'd be kind of crazy if it was. There might be a collector out there that sees that likes it. Kind of seems like maybe I found this underneath the house too, or underneath some stairs or something. I was always finding all kinds of stuff. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's pretty cool, right? I'm gonna grab me a guitar to play around with, okay? I gotta find my tuner. Where'd I put that thing at? Hang on. Darn it! I always got a problem with coughing and stuff when I start doing a live stream. I don't really know exactly what the problem is, but I definitely got some kind of problem. Okay, so My Martin guitar is this guitar right here. This is a Martin. The only thing I really knew about a Martin when I went to go buy it is that Martins are considered one of the best guitars companies around. So I wanted a guitar. I wanted a guitar that I could take out to the lake, out to the park. And I didn't really have to worry about it like that much. But I also wanted a guitar that was a good guitar. So I found this Martin. On Craigslist. And I went and bought it. It's a good guitar. It's kind of a big guitar, but it's a nice guitar. Wow, it doesn't, okay. So I don't hardly ever play this guitar. Guys, I'm sorry. I know that I'm being a gross old man, and I do apologize. But I gotta get that out of my. I gotta get that crap out of my system. But yeah. I don't want to get rid of any of my guitars. I don't think right now is a good time to sell guitars. Ugh, that thing needs to be pushed down in there a little further. Wow. I don't know why that's up there like that, but anyways, it ain't coming out, so. It's really strange. I started doing my live streams with my iPad facing like sideways. And ever since I started doing that, I haven't had hardly anybody come on. So I don't know if it has anything to do with it being that way or what the heck the deal is. But I haven't had hardly anybody coming on to my live stream. I think I'm going to change it, put it the other direction and see if anybody, because I'm not really for sure if that would have anything to do with it or not. This is this is an old Howlin' Wolf song. Let's see. Okay, so the main thing about this song is you want to keep the bass going. See? You want to keep that going like that. This is the hard part of the song. You want to keep that bass going like that. And you go. grab my guitar stand. We're gonna do a little experiment. Okay. Owie. I got a bad back and a bad neck, and every once in a while when I move, it pinches one of my nerves. But I want to try something. Hey man, can you see me okay? Are we all right? Could you help me out? Could you let me know if you could see me okay? Ah, wee. I had someone in here and then I had someone watching me and then they left. I'm gonna try something. I don't think that this thing will go back the other direction. Let's just rotate the screen. Okay, let me see if I can rotate the screen. It did rotate the screen. It didn't rotate everything, but it did rotate the screen. All right, y'all, check it out. Okay, hey man, can you see me? I see there's one person watching me. Can you see me okay? Can you hear me? Can you help me out? Can you tell me if you can see me and if you can hear me okay? Please? Be a big help if you'd let me know. Come on, man. Please tell me. Oh, man, they left. Okay. Well, not real sure about that anyways. Okay, so anyways, you guys, you see this shirt right here? Is it backwards? Let me tell you what it says. It says Warm Springs Ranch. And then it said Budweiser. Okay, so what this is, my wife and I went on a vacation. And we started out in Oklahoma. Okay, then we went to, from Oklahoma, we went to Arkansas. And then from Arkansas, we went to Missouri. When we were in Missouri, and I had already booked this ahead of time. When we were in Missouri, we went to a place where they keep the Budweiser horses. Okay, so these are Clydesdale, let me see if I can say that right. Clydesdale horses. They're really big, and they got the really, you know, like a lot of hair around their hoofs. So, yeah, we went there, and it was pretty cool. They had kegerators set up in the, like around where we were touring. 2 or 3 different spots there were kegerators, you know, like where you could just go up and get a beer. And they said, you guys want a beer, just get, you can have as much beer as you want while you're here. You know, get you, there's cups over there. They had plastic Budweiser cups. They said, get you a cup, you know. And I don't drink. I haven't drank in a long, long time. And, but it looked interesting, and there was several guys, I think some women too. There were several people that went over there and got some beer. But I don't drink. Like I said, I don't drink. You don't want to get me drunk, man. But yeah, we walked around and we looked at the horses. They were really cool to look at. They told us all about the horses, like they tell us like their names. They told us like how old they were, stuff like that. And we looked at the baby horses. They were really cool to look at. They showed us inside the trailer, like in the truck. They showed us inside the trailer where they keep the horses when they take them somewhere. And it was really cool, man. Inside these trailers, they had like the, you know, like how you see them on TV, how they pull the wagon? The wagon was inside the trailer. Well, okay, so I think one trailer was the wagon and all the gear. And the other trailer was kind of like a livestock trailer where the horses could breathe and stuff like that. They said they take like 2 trucks when they go somewhere. So, pretty cool stuff, man. If you guys are ever in Missouri and you're ever looking for something to do, I highly recommend that you check this place out. Yeah, it was about like maybe around, I think, 15, maybe $20 each for my wife and I to go through it. But it was, I think, it was worth it because it's an experience that we will always remember, right? I mean, I think that's part of how they make their money, to feed the horses and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it was pretty cool. Um, okay, y'all, let me check this guitar out a little bit more. When I first got this guitar, I played it a lot. All I had at the time was a Taylor acoustic. Well, and the guitar that I started with, which is, it's a really cheap Fender acoustic. Okay, so I had my Taylor, and I didn't really want to take it nowhere. I didn't want to take it like outside. I didn't want to take it like, you know, to go to the park or go to the lake or anything like that. I didn't want it to get dirty. I didn't want it to drop it and make scratches on it. So I wanted to get a guitar that I didn't really. It's not that I don't care about this guitar, but oh, and the other thing with the Taylor is when I took it like on a road trip, I was always worried that someone was going to break into the car and steal it or take it out of the hotel room. So I was just, I wanted something that was a little less in value, that I could take with me places. So I bought this guitar, and when I first got it, I did play it a lot because we had a patio in our house in Loveland. And I used to sit out on the patio and play it. It's a real good playable guitar. I think the strings I got on it right now they feel like a little stiff. Not bad though. They do feel a little stiff. I think they're 12s, to be honest with you. All right, so I think I did tune it. Yeah, I did tune it. I was just noticing there was some paint on the floor, and I'm like, man, am I seeing colors, or is that paint on the floor? I'm like, yeah, that's paint, man. All right, that's cool. That's all good, man. Hey, you guys, what's going on? You guys say something to me, okay? Talk to me. Tell me what you're doing today. Tell me what the weather's like. Tell me to piss off or do something, right? So, I posted a video yesterday. I understand that when you're in the, when you're like in the public, there's always going to be somebody that is going to either be like, oh, I'm going to say this very nicely. There's always going to be somebody that disagrees with me or doesn't like what I'm doing. But if y'all see me on this video and you see my videos that I put on YouTube, please, If you don't have anything nice to say, keep it to yourself, man. Okay? Don't be an asshole. Don't write negative crap to me, man. It just irritates the hell out of me. Keep that shit to yourself. Go harass somebody else. Okay? I don't get how some people go around on the internet just looking for somebody to give a hard time to. Okay? Seriously, man. If your life sucks that bad. You guys hear what I'm saying? I mean, this is for everybody. Okay? If your life is that bad, that's what you do, is go around on the internet looking for people to pick on, let me give you a little advice. Okay? You need some help. All right? Whatever's going on inside of here ain't right. All right? That's not how you're supposed to act with people. If you don't like what I'm doing, you don't have to watch me. And please don't leave me shitty messages. Okay? It irritates me and it bothers me. I don't go to where you're at and leave crappy messages to you. Okay? I don't never leave crappy messages to nobody. All right? If you leave me a crappy message, I'm either going to delete it and block you, or I'm just going to say, like, thank you, and then delete it. So, you wouldn't believe it, when I was going to my nursing homes, putting on shows, I had two times, and it was in the same town, not the same nursing home, but the same town. 2 times I had to stop playing and go get somebody that worked at the nursing home to have somebody removed from the audience. They're not residents. They're people that come to visit the residents. And one guy was talking so loud. The louder I played, the louder he talked. Until finally, I just stopped. Right in the middle of the song, I just stopped. And I just looked at the guy and I said, can you see that I'm putting on a show? Can you not see that? And he goes, I see that. And I said, well, you could do me a favor. Could you do me a favor and please be quiet? And he just kept talking. So I seen some lady and I said, ma'am, could you come here, please? And she came over and I said, could you please ask that guy to leave? I'm not going to play until he leaves. And I'm serious. If they would not have asked that guy to leave, I was done. I said, I'm not putting up with this crap, man. But they did. They said, sir, we're in the middle of a show right now. If you want to talk, could you please go over to the other side of the room? It was like a dining area. She said, could you please go over to that dining area and talk? Because this guy's trying to play the guitar and he's, Then there was one other time, this guy, I think, so what the situation was is his dad was about 90. He was about my age. And they started yelling out songs that they wanted me to play. Well, when it bothers me, man, because I'm trying to focus on, playing. I'm trying to listen to the music. I'm trying to play. I'm trying to read the notes and everything, the chords. And when I got done playing, I said, hey, man, I don't take requests from people. That's not what's going on here. I have a set of songs that I'm going to play while I'm here. And if you don't like the songs that I'm playing, just either please be quiet or leave. That's simple, man. Quit yelling out to me while I'm trying to play. And they all just looked at me, and I wasn't sitting that far away from them. They just looked at me. And I said, don't do it again, okay? And so he said something really smart ass to me. And I said, you know what? Do me a favor. I go, just shut up. Please, just shut up. So I started playing, and they started it again. And I stopped. I stopped playing right in the middle of the song. And I told the guy, I said, look, man, I don't know what you think this is, but I'm not going to sit here and put up with that crap. Either you shut up or I'm leaving. So I had my wife go find somebody that worked there. And I told that lady, I said, could you please tell these people to leave me alone? Or I'm going to leave. And I'd only been there about maybe a half an hour. I usually play for about an hour and a half. And that woman went over there and told them, if you guys don't want to watch the show, go to his room. Go away. No, we won't say nothing. We'll be quiet. So they sat there the whole time I'm playing, just staring at me, and talking like to each other like pretty loud. I got a bad temper, and I told my wife, I said, man, if I would have been a lot younger, like in my 20s or 30s, I think we probably would have been rolling around on the ground over there. I probably would have got thrown in jail. I said, I just, I can't take it, man, when people start acting like that. Like, that's very disrespectful, man. I'm over here trying to entertain his dad, and I wasn't getting paid to do it. I drove 35 miles, hauled all my equipment in there, set everything up, and was playing to entertain his dad and other people. And that's how they wanted to treat me. So, yeah, not good, man. That's one of the other reasons why I want to start charging, because, like I said, when you start charging, people are going to be different, all right? They know that they're paying me money. They're going to make sure that nobody's bothering me. They're going to make sure that the people are in there when I get there. And it's going to be different. I know that. I didn't want to start charging people. Honestly, I didn't. But I do feel like after 2 years of doing it, I do feel like it's worth charging for. I put on a really good show, and I interact with the audience. I joke around with them, and I talk to them and everything. And my wife goes around, and usually we take like some kind of a snack for the people. So when I'm playing, they can have something to snack on. We don't take too much because we don't want to take the wrong thing. But my wife baked some cookies one time, and we took those cookies and passed them out. I mean, we always ask everybody first, if it's okay if we can pass out cookies and stuff like that. All right, guys. So about 30 minutes. I'm not getting any people watching me. This is kind of funny because on the internet, on YouTube, well, I will admit, there are a lot of very, very good guitar players on YouTube. Very good. And there's a lot of very good news channels where you can watch the news. They actually tell you more about what's going on than the regular news. The regular news doesn't want to tell you everything that's going on anymore because they're scared that they'll either get fired or kidnapped or something or arrested. But excuse me. A lot of what you see on YouTube, I'm not going to get into this too much, man, but a lot of what you see on YouTube is women that are dressed very skimpy. No matter what they're doing, they're dressed, they're bare, they're almost naked, right? And they get all these views, all these people are watching them. And I told my wife, I said, I wanted to get me a hat that had some boobs on it. Oh my God, just something, where's my boobs at, dude? So, anyways, yeah, that's just my opinion. That's the one thing about having your own YouTube channel. You can say what's on your mind and state your opinion. That's my opinion. Um, there was a young girl that she's still on YouTube. She plays the guitar, and I noticed that she started dressing like real skimpy. And I did send her a message, and I said, you're good enough to where you don't have to do that. I don't think it's a great idea for you to dress, skimpy. Just dress normal and do what you're doing. And, I just gave her a little advice. And I did notice that she didn't do it anymore. Because, if you're good at what you're doing, you don't have to get naked in order to get people to look at you. If you're going to have people look at you, you don't need to do anything, right? I mean, you see some girls that are just like almost naked, and they're just doing like a little dance or jumping up and down, and they get like thousands, up to 1 million views. There's a lot of sickos out there, man. Sicko guys that are looking at that. Okay, guys, so anyways, hey, man, I'm not getting any views. It's Saturday. I understand. It's cool. I'm all good with it and everything. I'm going to cut out, man. I've been practicing this song, Smoke on the Water. It was a big song back in the 70s, man. And then it's one of the songs that a lot of guitar players, like, it's one of their first songs they learn. But they don't learn it like the right way to play it. They just play it like a real generic type of deal. But I'm going to keep practicing on that. I was going to make a video. I've been going to make a video, and then I start practicing it. I'm like, no, I'm not ready to make a video of that yet. So I'm going to keep practicing that. I want it to be as good as I can get it, before I make a video of it. Which is kind of funny because the songs that I practice for a couple of months, and then I play it, and I think, oh my God, man, I'm going to get so many views. I get like hardly nothing. If it's a song that I just pull up and just play it, I'll get like a couple of, I'll get like 1,500 views that day. So YouTube is kind of strange. I don't know exactly how all that works, where they put that out to certain people and then certain people see it. But, yeah. All right, y'all. I know it's Saturday. Y'all go hang out and do your thing, man. I'll check y'all later, okay? All right, man. I'm Robert. This is Guitar Journeys. Thank you for watching my show. I appreciate it. Go listen to some music, okay? And enjoy your day. All right, later.